Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Josh's Ski Hacks. Today we're going to talk about some bad advice that you quite often hear online, and the two bits of bad advice you hear online is feel a crunch in your side and shoulders facing down the hill. And I'm here to tell you why both of those typically are not right. Are there some exceptions? I will admit there are some exceptions in the very elite level of skiing, but the majority of people listening to this and telling people to do it, they're not there. They shouldn't be said it. But the reason why we don't want to crunch our side, and I hear this one all the time, is if I crunch my side, that means that my pelvis and my shoulders are changing angles, which means that my spine is causing the angulation instead of it coming, so I look like this instead of, and can you see that? That's exaggerated, yeah, but instead of my hips staying level and my femurs tilting below that. And yes, there's some exceptions. Sometimes your hips have to lean into the turn, but realistically, most of the time we shouldn't be crunching our side. We should just be lengthening our inside and letting the outside try to stay long too. But if I crunch, that means my hips have moved inside, and it really makes it, here, you can look at my butt. It really makes it so my hips are leaned in, and I'm sure you've seen people ski like this, and it's really not a stable platform at all. And then that kind of goes along with keep your shoulders down the hill. And so we're just going to assume this is downhill right here. And if my shoulders stay pointed down the hill, my hips turn. Again, this is spinal rotation. This isn't good. This is not how we should ski. We should ski with our hips facing mostly down the hill. They will never face directly down the hill. And our legs should turn underneath us. But if I have my shoulders and my hips turn, we might even show this in a video, it'll look like that. So I'm going to finish with some clips of some of the reason why we don't do that. But that's all. Just don't feel the crunch. Alright guys, so that's just some examples of some crunching the side and some shoulders down the hill. And that was hopefully some decent skiing. I don't know, I'll have to watch a video of it. But good skiing requires your hips to be relatively stable. I would be very clear, there's some exceptions to this. If you watch really high-end carving and some of the Korean and Japanese tech skiers and demo skiers, they use hip rotary in a very specific way to do some things. But for the most part, it's not a good thing. And it's one of these things that's actually a gray area in skiing, which is acceptable. It's okay to be a gray area. But basically, we want our hips to remain stable because it's just better physically. It's also the PSA fundamentals. And it just makes everything a lot easier to do for most people. So like and subscribe if you want more. Josh's Ski Hacks, and until next time.